pioneers. I'm Enra Silver, and welcome back to my video series on Satisfactory. When building factories, I found myself wanting to make some silo designs, but there was no circular foundation pieces. The Satisfactory build engine is actually extremely flexible once you get used to it, so I played around with foundations for a while until I figured out how to make circular foundations. I refined the technique several times, making it quicker and easier, and this video will explain my final design. Now I want to clarify a couple pieces of terminology I'll use throughout the video. When you have a piece selected from the build menu and not placed, blue stated means the hologram of the piece is blue. This means that the piece can be placed exactly where it is currently located. Red stated means the hologram is red and cannot be placed where it is currently located. So here we are, standing on a single foundation up in the air. Let's place another foundation snapped to any one of the sides. Now let's blue state another foundation on top of the one we just placed. Notice it automatically snaps to one of the sides. However, if you hold down the control key, the piece swaps to free placement mode. While you are holding down the control key, it won't snap to anything it gets close to. The second you let go of the control key, it starts snapping again. Now, even though free placement is on when you hold down the control key, the piece won't simply flow wherever you put the cursor. It will continue to follow the base grid that the whole world is laid out on. While you're holding down control, move the blue stated foundation so that it is exactly on top of the foundation underneath it. Once you got it set like this, you can click the mouse wheel to rotate the foundation. It takes 18 clicks of the mouse wheel to rotate the top foundation 90 degrees so that the two foundations are lined up again. I'll count them out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And there we go. I did that without even having to take my shoes off. Now, since the 18 clicks are needed to rotate 90 degrees, and any circle you make will need to be equally spaced, you can make circles of any factor of 18, which are 1 and 18, 2 and 9, and 3 and 6. To figure out how many sides your circle will have and how big it will be, pick a factor and multiply its cofactor by 4. This means you can make circles of 8, 12, 24, 36, and 72 sides. Now I know that by definition a circle has no sides. In this context, sides means how many floor sides will be on the outside of the circle for you to snap things to. Now, whatever factor you choose, this is how many clicks from lined up you will rotate the blue stated floor before you place it. Let me demonstrate. We'll start with the smallest circle, the 8-sided one. To get the 8-sided circle, you'll rotate the floor 9 clicks. Now, without letting go of the control button, press the H button. This will lock the hologram in place. You can now release the control button and the hologram stays put. Being able to lock the hologram in place is one of my favorite parts of the build engine, because once the hologram is locked, you can micro adjust it left, right, forward, and backwards with the arrow keys. You can also move it up and down with the page up, page down keys. So once it's locked, simply tap the page down button once and it drops down and merges into the floor below. That's it for the 8-sided circle. Just snap foundations onto each side of the two foundations placed, and you've got your circle. When you get to the bigger circles, the game will sometimes not snap to the side of the foundation you want it to, if there's another foundation super close to the snap point. You can get around this by snapping another foundation outward on the foundation that's blocking your snap, and then deleting the blocking panel. If needed, you could snap the blocking panel back inward after you get the blocked panel snapped, since you'll be snapping the blocking panel back inward from a different edge, one that isn't blocked. Now I'll speed things up as I go through all the other sizes. I'll slow it down a bit when I get to blocked snap points so you can see exactly what I mean. Now, when you get to the 72-sided, you have to alter your approach slightly since the panels are so close together. First, you'll build a 36-sided circle like I just demonstrated. Go ahead and extend the panels out 3 to 4 times, then delete all but the outer circle and your starting panels. Go back to the starting panels, delete all but one, doesn't matter which one. Blue state another on top of it, rotate it once, lock it in place, drop it down, and place it. Now delete your starting panel, and using the panel you just placed, make another 36-sided circle. Extend this circle out, and if you did it right, each panel should slot evenly in between 2 panels from the previous 36-sided circle. So basically, you'll build 2 36-sided circles that'll merge together. Finally, let's go over how to pick which size circle you'll need. In order to get the last circle of foundations to where the walls will meet when you snap them on and you won't have any gaps, you will have to do some micro adjustments so that the outer corners of each foundation meet or barely overlap. 8 taps of the arrow keys will move a locked hologram a full foundation away from its starting spot. So if the circle needs micro adjustments to get lined up, I'll list its diameter with a fraction. Circle sizes are as follows. 8-sided has a diameter of 2 1/4 foundations. 12-sided has a diameter of 3 1/2 foundations. 24-sided, 7 1/2 foundations. 36-sided, 11 1/4 foundations. And 72 a whopping 23 foundation diameter. And that's a quick and easy way to make circles, relatively speaking. The bigger circles still take a decent amount of time, but compared to other techniques I've tried, this is way quicker. Hopefully you found something useful in today's video. If you did, please do the YouTube things. I'm Henry Silver, and until next time, remember to take your fix-it mandated water breaks.